Hello, and welcome to My Low Country Living. I'm Tommy Ray. Today we're going to make breadsticks, just like the Olive Garden's breadsticks. I love the Olive Garden's breadsticks, and they're fantastic to have with any Italian meal, whether it's pasta or even if we make homemade zuppa toscana soup, and it's so easy to make. So, let's go ahead and get started. For our ingredients, we're going to use a quarter cup white sugar, a package of active dry yeast. If you are using the yeast that's inside the bottle, you'll use 2 1/4 teaspoons, a cup of warm water, 3 cups all-purpose flour, and you may have to put a little bit more in there when you're mixing it, just depending on how wet that gets. 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 egg, a half teaspoon salt, a half cup melted butter, a half teaspoon garlic salt, and a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese. The very first thing we're going to do is take a half cup of warm water. The water should be about 95 degrees. You don't want to have water that's too hot because it could kill your yeast. And to that warm water, we're going to go ahead and add in our yeast and 1 1/2 teaspoons of the sugar. We want that to go ahead and dissolve. I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick stir, and then we're going to let that sit and proof itself for 5 to 10 minutes. And you'll know this is done proofing when you start seeing little bubbles on the top there. Okay, and we waited about 10 minutes, and our yeast is very active. So to that yeast, we're going to add in our flour, the remaining bit of our sugar, our oil, egg, and the remaining bit of water. Then I'm going to go ahead and put that into our mixer here. And we'll start off with the paddle attachment before moving on to the dough hook. Okay, after your dough is done, you're going to remove it from the mixer. And once you know it's done, once you have this nice dough that just kind of pulls apart like that, and nice and stretchy. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and place that into a bowl with some olive oil. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil in this bowl here, and we're going to go ahead and put our dough into this. And I just kind of mix it all around there to get the oil all over the dough. And this is to let the dough rise, but we don't want it to dry out and get a dry film on top. So the olive oil will keep it nice and moist there. And then once you have that on there, we're going to go ahead and cover that with a damp kitchen cloth, or you can put some Saran Wrap on there too. And you're going to let that sit for about 40 minutes. Okay, we're back with our breadsticks, and we let those rise for 40 minutes. Wow, that really did double in size. Okay, next thing you want to do is we actually do want to go ahead and pound the air out of it. So go ahead and just use your fist, just go ahead and push it down and push that air out. And then we're going to go ahead and flour our work area here, and we're going to dump this out. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this. I want to make this into several pieces of bread, so we'll go ahead and just start slicing it like this, and then we're going to roll them. Okay. And then each one, when it's done, we'll go ahead and put it into a pan lined with parchment paper. Okay, and they should be finished. They look like that. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and cover these back up with our towel and just let these sit for another 25 minutes. Okay, it's been 25 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take off our towel and put these breadsticks in the oven. We're going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. While those are cooking, we're going to go ahead and take our melted butter and add in a half teaspoon of garlic salt. Okay, half a teaspoon of garlic salt. Let's go ahead and stir that up. And we're going to go ahead and just set that aside. And we're going to put these in our breadsticks when they're done cooking. Okay, our breadsticks are done. They look beautiful golden brown. Now we're going to take that garlic butter and just go ahead and butter the tops of these. Go ahead and put it on generously. Once you've buttered them, we're going to go ahead and sprinkle these with some Parmesan cheese. All right, let's go ahead and serve those. Thanks for joining us today on My Low Country Living as we made Olive Garden breadsticks. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this. Thanks.